not all credit cards are created equal, and picking the right one or ones for you can make a sizable difference on how you spend your money overall.
So for a look at this, we're joined by personal finance expert Barry Choi again this morning. Barry, we were talking about gas loyalty programs a couple of weeks ago with you, but now, of course, a lot of times when you're paying for gas, you've got that credit card, coming out of your wallet here.
Yeah.
Where should people be starting, though, when it comes to choosing the card that's right for them?
I'm glad you brought up the segment we talked about before, because we said there are so many. So usually what I tell people is focus on your priorities first. So for a lot of people, that might be, hey, I want to save money on travel. I want to save money on gas. And for a lot of people, it might just be, I want to save money on the daily expenses because life is expensive. So from that standpoint, you figure out, okay, if I want to earn travel rewards, maybe I go for a travel credit card. If I want to cut back on my budget or gas, a gas card or a cashback card. So that's where you want to start, and that will at least lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, and Barry, some of these credit cards come with these fees that might seem really high. So for a person looking at this thinking, oh my gosh, this is kind of expensive, is this a trick? Like, what is your advice to them?
So you really got to analyze the annual fee versus what you're getting with that card. So a good example is travel credit cards. Some of these cards have annual fees that go up to $799, which is crazy as someone who's just watching, like, who's going to pay $800 annual fee? But then you look at the benefits. Are you getting travel insurance? Are you getting, say, status upgrades? Are you getting free checked bags? What are the benefits you're getting? And even if those benefits are valuable to you, you got to make sure you're using them. So if you're getting value out of it, then it's worth it. But say you're someone who's like a student or just started your career, you don't have the highest income, then maybe getting a no annual fee card makes a lot of sense. But those high spenders, high income earners, having an annual fee can be good for you because you're earning more rewards, so it can go back in your pocket. You really got to do a little bit of math there.
Yeah. Also, what about where you spend? Should that play into your factoring of credit cards?
Yeah, we talked about gas stations where you gas up, Jen. I don't know where you do your grocery shopping, so it really depends. If you're finding you're shopping at certain places that have loyalty programs that kind of, benefit each other, so whether that be a gas or grocery program that are connected, then maybe it makes sense to get that credit card because it earns you extra points. Because if you go into any store these days, quite often they've got a loyalty program, they've got a credit card, they're trying to upsell you. But at the same time, you don't want to be in a situation where you signed up for like the Hudson's Bay credit card. You earned all those points and now they're useless. You want something that benefits you, and that can apply to a specific airline, hotels, or even general travel rewards.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious about this because I signed up for the Costco. It was the MasterCard, and all that allows me to do is use that and not have to resort to. They don't take Visa, and they don't. I think I don't want to use my. They do take debit, but I don't use my debit. But what does that card get me? I still don't know. It doesn't get me my executive membership every year.
So it's funny to talk about this. I wrote about this in one of my columns for a newspaper I write for, and it's like the Costco credit card at Costco warehouses, where most people do their Costco shopping, gets you no bonus whatsoever. You're earning a flat 1% cash back. And what's interesting about Costco is they pay out the cash back only once a year. So how is it any different from just getting a general cashback card that gives you the same earn rate but pays you out, say, monthly or when you can use it? Or even a travel MasterCard, which might earn you more points that you can use on, say, an airline. I don't want to get into specific brands. I don't want to promote them. But the point is, if you actually look at the cards that you're getting, and not to slam the cost of credit card, it still gives you an extra earn rate on regular grocery stores and it doubles as your membership. But this is what I mean. Consumers really need to look at the cards, where they shop, and is it worthwhile?
What about having more than one? Like, I've pretty much had a hard and fast rule. I only have one credit card. That's it. I don't have more than that. What do you say to people who think, well, I'm going to get this one, I'm going to get that one? Because it seems like you're just like spreading it out and then you may not get the benefit you're looking for.
You don't want to know how many credit cards I have, but because audience probably wants, I've got 20 plus credit cards.
What?
Yeah. Mind you, I am a credit card expert. I read about credit cards for a living. This is how I am an expert. But to Nick, the first thing, Jen just mentioned, Costco only takes MasterCard. So if you shop at Costco,
I got to pull out my debit.
Yeah, there you go, right? So you always want to have a backup card just in case, especially when you're traveling. Say you've got a card, they just don't accept it for, or if you misplace that card, yes, you've got a debit card, but hey, say you got to make a giant purchase, you just don't carry a lot of money in your bank account for good reasons. You want to have that extra credit card always, but I would say having credit cards for specific reasons always makes sense, whether that be an airline credit card that gives you free checked bags or a store credit card that gives you free roadside assistance. A lot of credit cards have great benefits, some with annual fees, some without, so it can be really worthwhile. But of course, having extra credit cards could encourage you to spend more, so you got to be the type of person who always pays off their bills in time and are responsible with your credit.
Every month, just pay it off. Don't accrue that interest, right, Barry?
I understand that it's difficult for people to pay off their bills, but at the same time, I tell people, it's like, hey, you know what? Any rewards you earn isn't worth it if you're paying 20% interest. So you really be smart about how you spend.
For sure. Yeah. All right, Barry, appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Very
Good to see you again this morning.
Thanks so much, Barry. Appreciate it.